Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Stephen Curry drops era's top 5 list with one non-MVP. Golden State Warriors star Stephen Curry is without a doubt one of the greatest players ever to play in the NBA. A 4-time NBA champion and 2-time MVP, along with the rest of his accolades, give him a resume that can stack up against anyone. But where does he see himself in terms of his career? On a recent episode of Heat Check alongside his father Dell, Stephen Curry revealed who he believes are the top 5 players from his era. Curry's list obviously included himself alongside LeBron James, Kevin Durant, James Harden and Kawhi Leonard. It's not a bad list. With the exception of Harden, all have won multiple championships. With the exception of Leonard, all have won MVP awards. Curry also said that although he played against Kobe Bryant and Tim Duncan for the first 4 years of his career, that he wasn't including them in the discussion as he was setting the parameters from 2009 to 2023. That time period was when the players on Curry's list all hit their primes, while Bryant and Duncan had accomplished most of their work in the years prior. While Curry may be in the twilight of his NBA career, when it's all said and done, he might retire having an argument as the best player in Warriors franchise history. It's just 2 seasons removed from the Warriors' last championship, but they're a far cry from that team. The Warriors slogged and struggled through most of the 2023-24 regular season only to be eliminated in the first round of the play-in by the Sacramento Kings. They now face a very important offseason that could drastically alter their trajectory. At the forefront of their issues is the question of what to do with Klay Thompson. Thompson and the Warriors could still technically agree to a contract extension, but it seems that in all likelihood he is headed for unrestricted free agency. Thompson will definitely have suitors on the open market. The Warriors will have to decide at what cost do they want to have one of their franchise cornerstones back on the roster. As currently constructed, the Warriors are not a championship-caliber team, nowhere near it. Stephen Curry's current contract runs through the 2025-26 season. At that point, Curry will be age 37. He's still playing at an elite level. This past season, he appeared in 74 games at a little over 32 minutes per game. He averaged 26.4 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 5.1 assists with splits of 45% from the field, 40.8% shooting from the three-point line, and 92.3% shooting from the free throw line. Curry arguably has a few more good seasons such as that left in him. The Warriors face the dilemma of wasting Curry's last good years on a non-contender or trying for a quick fix to get back to title contention that may or may not include Thompson. It is also important to note that head coach Steve Kerr's 2-year contract extension runs through the duration of Curry's current contract. Why Rodman's son believes he's NBA ready after Warriors workout. DJ Rodman knows what comes with his name. The son of NBA Hall of Famer Dennis Rodman was part of a 6-player Warriors pre-draft workout Thursday and turned back the clock to when he first began playing basketball. Not as a tiny tyke shooting with dad, but watching him on TV as a 10-year-old, more than a decade after Rodman last played in the NBA. People don't know that he wasn't really in my life that much, Rodman said to reporters at Chase Center and media members on Zoom. It's cool. I remember when I was little I used to watch Hardwood Classics on NBA TV. It's cool just looking back at those memories when I was little and watching those clips and having that be something that I studied almost every single day. Almost every single day they'd play one of those games. Rebounding, that's where I got it from those videos, from those games. Dennis arguably is the greatest rebounder in NBA history at 6'7". DJ, 6'6", averaged 4.2 rebounds in his 5-year college career. They're 2 different people, and 2 different players. Dennis made 82 three-pointers in his 14-year NBA career. DJ made 89 threes his final 2 years in college. Rodman spent his first 4 college seasons at Washington State and ended at USC. He started only 12 games his first 3 years, averaging 3.9 points and 3.3 rebounds while shooting 32.7% from deep. But in his final 2 years, Rodman started 58 of 63 games and averaged 29.5 minutes, 9.0 points, 5.4 rebounds, and made 37.2% of his threes. He mostly played as an undersized 4 because of his toughness and improvements as a rebounder. Offensively, Rodman became a strong spot-up shooter. Now, he's hoping to show teams he's more assertive on offense. Rodman has told every team he's worked out with that he's become significantly better there and wants to showcase his skills more as a wing. But to do that, Rodman and his representative Tyrell Jamerson of Triple Double Sports came to the agreement he needed to make changes to his shot. Don't let the last name fool you. Rodman was self-taught growing up. He didn't have personal trainers, his game wasn't being perfected. I like to watch myself, because now I actually jump on my jump shot, Rodman said. I actually look like a basketball player when I shoot the ball. Rodman earlier joked he jumped maybe 2 inches when he shot at USC. He compared his past shooting mechanics to Chantel Osahor, who shot 37.2% from 3 as a senior at Washington, even though her feet stayed stuck to the court. Despite their differences as players, the innate shared traits of father and son were unmistakable as Rodman spoke about his game. He talked about rebounding as a science, not an athletic feat. Rodman expressed his desire to guard the other team's top scorer and prided himself on being able to guard 1 through 5 in college, being a nuisance and finding ways to get in his opponent's head. The dog? It's in there. It's in my blood, ironically, Rodman recognizes. It's true. It's in my blood. But other than that, I feel like it's something I can control on a night-to-night basis. You can't control if you're going to make shots. You can control your effort level on the defensive end. You can control giving your team the best opportunity to win by stopping your matchup or stopping one of the best players on the opposing team. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, and many more in the past. The Warriors have a long history of success with players who have ties to bloodlines in the NBA. Rodman might be next. It went great, kind of kicked my butt a little bit, Rodman said of his Warriors workout. Just running a lot. I had a good time, though. You need someone to kick you in the butt and wake you up a little. It was great, I had a fun time. Rodman didn't take a one-year path like his fellow USC teammate with a more famous name. DJ's road, like his father's, was a longer one to reach the NBA. For reasons far from his namesake, Rodman believes his path and continued development has him set for success with the Warriors or any other team at the next level. Golden State Warriors rumors, new fuel added to Jimmy Butler summer trade fire. While it seemed unlikely before, a new report again points to the Golden State Warriors seriously considering a push to make a blockbuster trade for future Hall of Famer Jimmy Butler. The Warriors are already a few weeks into plotting out their plans for the offseason. After not being able to make it through this year's NBA play-in tourney, there are expected to be some notable changes to the roster during the season. For months, various reports have suggested that the organization could go with an addition by subtraction approach, and key members of their 2022 title team, Klay Thompson and Andrew Wiggins, could be playing elsewhere next season. However, there have also been rumblings about the addition of a superstar like Kevin Durant after they made a push to trade for LeBron James earlier this year. However, in May, The Athletic's Golden State Warriors insider Anthony Slater claimed if the Heat shop Jimmy Butler, I would expect the Warriors to enter the conversation to at least some degree. There have been rumblings that Butler could be moved since the organization is not interested in offering the max contract extension is eligible for this summer. Well, it looks like there is real movement to a Golden State Warriors pursuit of Jimmy Butler. On a recent edition of 95.7 The Game's Willard and Dibs show, veteran NBA reporter Nick Friedel claimed Jimmy Butler's name has popped up in the conversation at the team's headquarters. However, Friedel did warn, "I think it's a fit on paper, but I'm not sure how he fits into that locker room as the alpha personality that he is, and I don't know if, after all the wear and tear on his knees, the Warriors would want to give him that extension. That would scare the hell out of me." The Miami Heat would have to first start taking offers for the six-time All-Star, and there is no indication the organization is anywhere close to doing that. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Jimmy Butler? Leave your opinion in the comments.